might have had some insight into it that I don't have. Right, I'm going to start stream now. It looks like we are live, so I will say hello everyone and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. And I enjoy that comment. Sausage, you know, what my intro says, as everybody knows, as a matter of fact. Get asked that question a huge amount, actually. What does your intro say? Like, what do you... I listen to people... I have people ask that question, and I think, where the fuck are you? But I always go with sausage. Sausage. But yeah, how are we doing? It is a very warm day here, and it's been pissing me... It's not even that warm, but it's very close. I have been sweating like a bastard. Apparently bastards sweat more than normal people. How are you today, my love, sat there?
Okay.
She's great. You're not feeling particularly great today, though, are you?
Nope.
No. But we're gonna fix that. We're gonna have a nice little stream, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun, or no fun. I mean, I don't know. I don't get the appeal of these streams, but I enjoy doing them, so they happen anyway. But yeah, it's been a funny old week. As many of you will know, my brother has been threatening to move to my local area, and he did last week, sort of midweek. And we went to see him this weekend, and it was cool. It was really nice to see him, and we just hung out in his... We were going to fix up his garden, because basically he has a house, and he went away to basically kind of find himself, figure his shit out, but he didn't want to like just get rid of his house, so he rented it out, and he rented it out for like 10 years to this woman. And yeah, when he's come back, she has left it in a fucking abysmal state. It is... It's like, it's not the worst thing you've ever seen, but it's also like, you're an adult person, and you couldn't just do this. And yeah, the worst part is the garden. Full of dog poos, and overgrown, and yeah, everything just needs to be taken care of. So the whole concept... This weekend we were supposed to go and garden, basically do a bit of gardening, do a bit of fence painting, and you know, enjoy the sunshine while we were at it. That didn't fucking happen. It's been pissing it down all weekend, at least locally. It's been absolutely hideous. Very, very, very annoyed. So we didn't get anything. No plans did not come to fruition in any way, shape or form. Are you at the bottom of there? Yeah, okay. But it's wonderful to have him up, and you know, we had nice enough time. He's got a fucking ridiculous couch. The man has a crazy knack for getting bargains. He's a big fan of the old Facebook marketplace. Got this like 2 or 3 grand's worth of couch for about 50 quid because someone's wife decided the couch had to go, and the guy like my brother was like paying for it, and he's like, I don't want to get rid of this couch. I love this couch. It's an amazing couch, but I'm not allowed to keep it. It's like, I mean, that's a shame for you, mate. I'm not going to go and convince your wife not to give me this fucking sick ass couch. So yeah, that's what happened. But yeah, we'll figure shit out. And it's gonna be cool times having him around. He wants to do some fucking about with sort of filming stuff. He wants to learn more science, and so do I. And so we were thinking of doing potentially some experiments and shit. There's a local sort of area that is pretty devoid of people that we're going to attempt to do some stuff and experiment. And camera shit and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, future is looking pretty bright. I'm hoping that it slows down the passage of time, because the last year or so has been pretty much very fucking routine, and I think that's what's made it seem like it went so fucking fast. Yeah. So anyway, enough of my rambling. Not like that. I don't know what you're here for again. I don't know. But how are we all doing this weekend? This week? This Monday? Whatever. This day that exists and is a day. Weeds, not the good sort. No, the shit sort that are in a garden and no one wants to deal with. He moved next to... He did not move next to us. He is a town over, but he used to be hundreds of miles away, and now he's an hour's walk or a 5-minute drive. Okay, I'm here. Start over. No. Does experiments mean build a moonshine distillery? No, it means I'll probably blow something up. I don't know. I don't know what his plans were, but it's going to be fun, whatever it is. The future's so bright, you have to wear shades. I mean, I do have to wear shades. I have very sensitive eyes. I have, what do they call it? Kerry Katona lives in my eyes, and she makes everything bright. She lives in my eyes, and she pushes the front of them out so that they're conical.
I was going to say a pussy, but...
What? Why? She pussies my eyes.
No, that you're a pussy.
Oh, the reason that I'm affected by brightness is that I'm a pussy.
Mm-hmm.
That's rude, and it's also misogynist, you piece of shit.
Okay.
Anyway, you're the one who is cold at the moment.
It is cold.
It is fucking boiling. I'm sitting here sweating, and she's like got her arms crossed in, and she's like brew, as one of the twins says, for being cold. He says it want the details on a cheap room, AC. I think it's $89 bucks. Well, I don't know. $89, and then I've got to pay for shipping. That's going to be a lot more expensive.
If you want proper AC, you have to have it really installed as well.
You can get like portable. They're like little things on wheels, and they have a pipe that goes outside. What you really want,
Right.
I believe, what you need is one that sort of pipes something outside, and it pipes air in as well.
You just get a fan.
Well, it's not as if AC will lower the temperature.
Yeah, and it'd be fucking freezing.
I know, but just put a jumper on. I'm sat there literally dying, and you're a bit cold. I don't begrudge you the heating on in the winter. So,
I don't mess with a thermostat. That's your thing.
I mean, I just turn it on in winter and make sure there's heat, so that you stop whinging mostly.
I have blankets and hoodies and stuff.
Yeah, but I turn on the heat as well. Obviously, it's not enough.
Yeah, but you only put it on because I keep whinging.
Yeah.
You don't put it on because it's okay. I'll look after you.
Because you'd be so fucking happy if I treated you like that.
No, don't.
You only want me to treat you like that when you're ill.
Yeah.
But you're so pathetic and hilarious that I can't help but take the piss out of you. I still look after you. I'm still actually technically nice. But I'm still a dick about it. You, on the other hand, when I'm sick, you just turn into a fucking tyrant. It's ridiculous. You have literally lorded over me while I've been sick out of my mind in bed. Like, get out of bed. You slap me across my face. Backhand me. I might be exaggerating.
You exaggerate everything, though.
That's the third step.
Yeah, basically.
I'm not bothered. I mean, no one does touch the thermostat. I'm the one who has to get up and fucking switch it on. It's sad I am one of 62 watching this stream. Incredibly. It is just the worst life to have. To be here right now watching one of our streams. Because they're terrible streams. For terrible people. So you are just all sorts of wrong. Did you see America's fireworks beyond the flat ocean? Funnily enough, couldn't see them. It's almost like they like curved away from me or something. Obviously, that's not true. But
we did have fucking idiots who celebrate they're like, oh, it's a reason to burn stuff. And then, so they have a 4th of July in England.
You know that there are Americans in England, right? They are allowed.
Not around here, they ain't.
Yeah, there are. They are allowed.
The
and
only
they're allowed
time I ever met an American was when I was in London.
You find them in Leeds. Find them.
Hunt them.
Any big town, you'll find people from all walks of life, as they say. Good evening, Anna Ruya. There you go, that's your new second name. Aha, it's perspective. It all is. I'm the one sitting in a room for hours playing Minecraft on a $10 gaming PC I got at a yard sale. I'm super curious as to how good it is. But yeah, but the temperature at the moment has been fucking brutal, and I hate it, and I want it to go away. And because I'm really nice, you aren't being subjected to the sound of a fan being pointed at my face because it's an annoying noise.
Just take your shirt off.
See, she's always trying to get me to strip. And like the amount of times I've started taking my clothes off for like a shower or something, and I just hear it's like it's humiliating and a little bit awesome. So I still remember the first time I got naked in front of a lady and she was happy about it. Like it's not like I got naked in front of ladies and they were very pissed off because I was just doing it out of nowhere, but just, you know.
I don't know, I find you attractive.
I know. There's a few crazy ladies out there who do. I don't get it, but whatever. But yeah, you know.
I just don't like, what did you call them the other day?
Treasure trails?
No.
Oh no, you don't like cum gutters.
Yeah.
But you really like the term cum gutters.
Yeah, cum gutters amazing. No, I don't like 6-packs. The fucking, oh god. I don't know.
But what if it was a sick 6-pack? I'm funny, mate.
Is it one of those where fat dudes get tan lines to look like they got 6-pack?
I think you just draw them on.
You get fake tan and you just make like lines.
It would be just like us Americans to win a revolution and celebrate it in the losing country annually. We're hilarious. I like the idea that you celebrate your freedom by blowing holes in the country. I think that was a Simpsons joke. Celebrate your love for your country by making a hole in it. I'm in California, so every summer I'm tempted to put my clothes in the fridge or freezer before putting them on. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I can't imagine the temperature in an actual hot country. I can barely survive in a fucking, what are we, a temperate climate. Oh, it's got an i7 in it, that's not bad. I mean, for $10, you whack a proper graphics card in that and it's probably going to be quite decent. Not that you can fucking get one at the moment, so, you know.
Quick Sticks is unhappy that you're not gay.
Damn it, why can't you be gay?
I'm
sorry.
He's like, people like, oh, the dream bear. Like, you're not that hairy.
No, I'm not particularly hairy. I'm a bit fluffy. I've got very fluffy legs. I mean, you'd call them hairy, but the leg hair is blonde.
They're soft. They're lovely.
Yeah.
I love stroking them. They feel like stroking the cat.
Fuck's sake.
They're so soft.
I'm not that fucking hairy on the legs. It sounds like I've got fucking actual fur.
You have though. They are furry.
They're fluffy. Leave me be. I totally forgot this dream existed.
Hi.
And yet they pull you back in. You got out. You were finally free. Hello, sir. I would like 1 Existential terror, please. No ketchup. Wait, Sessig isn't gay? I mean...
He's gay in the 2000 sense, but he's not, like, homosexual, no.
I mean, it's not that I don't love cock. It's just, it's mine that I love.
Basically.
Mine and my best mates. But Don't tell Mrs. Sick that. She'll get jealous.
I won't get jealous.
Confirmed, Sir Sick is a cat.
I want to see it.
Oh, right. I thought you just meant my penis then. I was like, but you have seen it. We did a whole The Sex Even today. Sir Sick is a furry. No.
Yeah, he is.
I am just fluffy. Who is it that says that? I'm not fat. I'm fluffy.
Oh God, I can't remember what his name is.
He's a funny dude, though.
The Hispanic guy.
You constantly use his mirror.
Mirror.
When you want,
I do to kids.
you don't
outside.
say "come here." You say "mirror."
Mirror.
Mirror. No, you mirror.
I like how Americans say mirror. It's well funny.
Mirror.
Mirror.
Mirror, mirror.
Yeah.
If you wanted your mirror to come to you,
Mirror,
you'd
mirror.
say "me, mirror." Oh God, the Sick got just invited to MMF. What the fuck is that? Mixed martial fucks.
Many men fantasy.
Manfred from Ice Age. Manny. Wait, what? I'm confused.
Manny, like the
Gabriel Iglesias.
The mammoth.
That sounds.
The mammoth from Ice Age. That's how hairy you are.
I am not anywhere near that hairy. Or a mammoth. Oh yeah, he says he's fluffy. Yeah.
Gabriel, yeah.
I thought he was poofy.
No, he says fluffy.
I thought he said poofy. I'm not fat, I'm poofy. I'm fluffy. Maybe, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Fluffy like a cat, according to informed sources. It's not. God damn it. The way Americans say that triggers me. Well, you know.
Men, female. What?
I don't know. I think the chat's going off on one. Let's talk about Mrs. Sick problems. Anyone know of any decent animation software? Because she wants to move from doing it in
basically
in a video editor by drawing it herself and actually...
Instead of just drawing 10,000 things, it would be nice to have assets.
And something with rigging, preferably.
Which is easy, because I've just looked at Blender today, and it is...
Yeah, one of
a
the
war zone.
It's one of those things. A lot of people are going to suggest the thing that they're used to, even if it is the most unintuitive, garbage piece of software. Blender isn't garbage, but for animation, I'm not convinced.
It took me like 3 minutes to find how to make a new layer.
Oh.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah. I mean, the way I found and piece of editing software is I literally just played with them until one did the things I expected.
Unreal.
People say, like a lot of the video game making software.
I do frame by frame already.
Technically. But we want something that does it the way she does it, but easier. Basically.
I just want proper animation software so I can actually start
learning animation software.
Learning actual animation, yeah.
Yeah. I got her a big book though. She was really pleased as well. The Illusion of Life. It was way fucking bigger than I expected. So, if you don't know, The Illusion of Life is considered the animator's Bible, and it's to look at it on a thing, it just looked like, you know, I had it in my mind, a normal sized book. It's a coffee table book. It's fucking enormous, and it is thick, but it's awesome too, isn't it?
Oh no, there's a lot of words in it, and when I read I fall asleep, so...
She does have a bad habit. The amount of times I've looked over to her, she's happily sat reading on a tablet, turn away, turn back.
Yeah.
Tablet's like collapsed in front of her. It's like...
It puts me to sleep so easily.
There's Cartoon Animator. Is it literally called Cartoon Animator?
I'm looking for more 2D animation stuff.
Yeah, we're not looking for...
The reason I went to Blender, it says, oh, you can do 2D animation in a 3D space. And I was like, oh, that sounds cool. And then I opened it up and went, how the fuck do I do that?
Yeah, I once... Blender is a piece of software that I've tried to use as a video editor, and I just didn't get it. It's awesome and it's extremely powerful. It is not intuitive. And
Yeah.
part of me thinks that might be on purpose because they sell courses to learn how to blender. So, you know. Yeah, OpenTunes. Was that one we saw?
That was one of the suggestions, yeah.
Yeah. But we're more looking for one that people have actually used and say, oh, it's pretty good. Yeah. So, yeah, we don't know. I mean, I'm more than happy to pay for something. The one that sounds the most easy to use is the one that we both really, really, really don't want to. And that's the Adobe Animator. Because from what people have said, it is pretty intuitive and pretty easy to use. And it'll probably get most of what we want out of it. But it's Adobe. And I refuse to pay Adobe any fucking money whatsoever. And we're not stealing. We're not going to fucking pirate it.
I don't care. I don't like the idea of subscribing to something like that.
Yeah,
I want to pay for it and then it's mine. I don't want to have to keep paying for the same, like, the thing over and over.
I don't believe in subscription models for software. I find that to be a lot of people know already. They don't give you the service that they pretend that it offers you. This amazing, constantly updating, never garbage. It's constantly fucking shite. Photoshop is great. That's it. Everything else is just, like, especially if you only need one software, Adobe is good. It's actually incredible if you have a big staff all using it.
I tried to run Blender and animate a walk loop for a Minecraft character. It took 5 hours to render 11 seconds of animation. Yeah, but that's oof.
I mean, that's rendering it. Like that would entirely depend on your computer.
But the thing the way I do it now, it takes like 5 minutes to render.
Yeah. I mean, your computer is using your GPU to render as well, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, but running it through, basically putting all my little artworks into Vegas, it does not take 5 hours.
No, it wouldn't. Because of how Vegas renders, it wouldn't take that long. Subscription for Windows is coming. Of all the things that you can steal, I don't know. When Windows goes subscribe, I will switch to Linux. The thing is, like, gaming on Linux is becoming so good, and even if you're not into gaming, that's going to include a lot of Windows-based software. So there's a very good chance that being able to make the switch to Linux in the next, I'm going to call it a decade, because I'm not convinced you could do it right now. But yeah, you can animate in Krita, but it's frame by frame. That's the thing, there's lots of frame by frame, and technically it wouldn't be a problem, but the way...
I've seen there's like 2D pencil, apparently it's very beginner friendly, but that's frame by frame. Which I don't have a massive problem with. It's just...
The thing is, frame by frame will take you all year to make an episode.
Yeah.
That's a simple fact. Whereas this will...
I want some software to sort of...
Fill in the gaps.
Fill in the gaps where a bit more action would make sense.
Yeah. Without having to draw a whole new fucking thing every goddamn time.
Yeah.
Like, that stuff's incredible, and frame by frame is something that you want to play with for other projects.
If I had a team of people, then but I'm doing this by myself, and I have a deadline of a month usually, so...
Yeah. Making, like, 15 minutes minimum episodes. Like, you look at any fucking animator, and they'll make, like, a 3-minute animation, and it will take them...
It's beautiful.
Weeks.
It was fluid as fuck. It looks amazing, and I'm really happy that they did that, but it will take them, like, 3 months to do that, and being a person who's impatient, it doesn't work for me. Like, if I'm going to be messing around with software like that, doing the episodes that I'm doing, it's just not going to work.
I just ASMR'd
Yes,
anal.
I know.
Sorry. Anal is my test word. Almost every time I'm setting up for the stream, if I remember, because I have on more than one occasion forgotten to check if the audio was being picked up. I just say anal because it amuses me. Linus has already gotten us that. You mean Linux? Oh, do you mean Linus from Linus Tech Tips? It's 1,000 times easier because he's a slut. Windows 11 not going to happen. Of my 12 systems, 5 are Macintosh or Hackintosh, 5 Linux. My game machines are Windows. When Win 10 supports ends, I will buy a PlayStation. It depends though, doesn't it? Like if you have a decent PC, like a good, ridiculous PC. Also, PC games are cheap. And you can take... The thing I don't like about most consoles is a lot of the time your games don't really come with you.
90% of animators are employed as tweeters. Yes, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
It's fucking annoying to in between stuff.
Well, like 90% of the animation that needs to be done is the in-betweens.
I make storyboard, I make keyframes, and then you do all the fucking rest.
You do all the
and
work.
Get paid hardly anything for it.
But yeah, like if we exploded as a YouTube channel and could afford you a bunch of tweeners, you would take over the internet.
Doubt.
All these because the thing is your art is crazy and interesting, and now all you have to do is you do 2 keyframes and you say right, make those happen.
I'll just say fuck it and become a concept artist.
Yeah. For what?
For my own shit that I want to make.
Yeah. I'm a concept artist for me. Oh. How would you feel about a Hans Wormhat video starting with, show this to people who believe in spirit science? I wouldn't believe it. That would definitely be a not true interns, am I right? Yeah, 90% of those tweeners aren't being fucking paid. Windows 12 might be good. Do you know what? There's one thing that both me and Mrs. Sick are kind of, I don't want to say excited, but it's like a feature that Windows has needed. Windows 11 has the ability to, when you switch if you have multiple screens, when your computer goes to sleep and then comes back on, it'll actually keep your windows where you fucking left them, which is just going to be...
Oh, it annoys the piss out of me.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason that my computer just stays on, because I can't be fucked to deal with that, and I'm a bad person. Not to get too nerdy, but Win 11 will require TPM, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm aware of all that shit. And I think it will probably be removed by people so that they can use it on older machines. And there's these little fucking dongles you can get. And theoretically, it's not going to be an issue for Windows Home, from what I understand. But I could be wrong. But it is what it is. PC gaming is already in trouble because of GPU availability, so switching to Linux and just buying console for games is probably the future. That's a nonsense statement. Like, no offense, mate, but that was a really silly thing to say. PC gaming is not in trouble because of GPU availability. In fact, console gaming is in exactly the same amount of trouble. It is hardware is in trouble because of gaming in general is just being fucking annoying at the moment because of hardware availability. Like, you can't buy the consoles in the same way that you can't buy a GPU. So it's exactly the same thing. But the consoles are still going to be out of stock, while the GPUs are going to be probably getting more in stock as the miners are now giving up the ghost, because most of them were in China, and the Chinese government has now started putting regulations on how you can crypto mine. So I think you'll see a bit of a jump back in terms of that. When will you live stream Barbie's horse adventures on Twitch?
Oh my god, I played that. Oh wow.
I know you did.
That took me back.
I made a joke about it in a video.
Jesus Christ. Wow, that was so long ago.
Tell people about your adventures in Barbie's Horseland, because I really need a piss.
I don't fucking remember. I just know that I played it.
Was it any good? Was it actually a good game?
For an 8-year-old me, yes.
Oh, and yeah, you have the greatest taste. You have the greatest taste. You're in a relationship with me.
Come on, chat, entertain me for like 30 seconds. Oh god, so tired. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe streaming me learning how to do a software, basically. But that's not exactly entertainment. My son has switched PC gaming because he wanted a PS5. Okay. I hope you're alright there. I'm alright. It's just fucking mood swings. If I get a really sunny day, my mood will go back up again. Throws Mrs. Sick under the bus while he drains the weasel. Yeah, I'm used to it with him. Someone jingle some keys. Mrs. Sick, so if we move to the UK as animators for you, will we be paid in whiskey or gravy?
Gravy, because it's cheaper.
Yeah, probably. And you make a nice gravy though.
Yeah, because I use way too much of the granules. Yes, I use the granules. Fuck you. I'm not actually gonna make some fucking stock. I cannot be arsed. But you take a tub of Bisto. You look at the instructions and you go, oh, use 1 scoop for every blah blah blah, and you throw the instructions away, and then you go get the tub again because they were written on the granules tub, and so that was stupid of you. And then you just pour the whole thing in, and then you put about 3 drips of water in, and that's how you make real gravy. Basically, you want the gravy to be able to, if you put a chip in it, that it will stand up straight and be able to support like a bridge. And that's perfect. That's perfect gravy. You're in a relationship with me. Ouch, greatest kamikaze by words. She loves it. And she loves me, really. Bless her. So we'll end up big fat animators then. Fine by me. Yeah. Had to go see a man about a dog. Now, I can't remember if that's a literal thing or if you just had to go for a piss. I'm sure that's a thing for going for a piss, but I could be wrong.
Or a shit. Yeah.
Or a shit. There was my arsehole's barking.
Yeah.
Did you really think he would give up his whiskey? Madness. I will never give up my whiskey.
Whiskey
It's my
gravy.
Oh my god.
What JD gravy?
Jiddy Gravy or Glen McGravy.
Glen McGravy.
Glen McGravy sounds fucking amazing. Yeah, mix it until it's the right thickness. As in, mix it until the fucking spoon gets stuck and you can't actually move it anymore. Perfect. Proper gravy when you serve it in slices. Yeah, basically. Yeah, you want your heart starts hurting just by looking at it.
That's good.
Wait, a southerner who knows what gravy is. Yeah, because it's fucking lush. Makes the best dip. My God. I mean, I'm a big proponent of the mayonnaise. But thick gravy as a chip dip is fucking awesome. Win 11 for ARM, no module needed. Why then for x86? Because it's a different architecture. Like as simple as. I'm assuming ARM doesn't have the capacity for it. Oh, my God, it's filled with whiskey. So what? I'm not an it.
Hey.
Hey, I'm not it. You ugly, hate-filled man. Hey. I may be ugly. I may be hate-filled, but there's no way I'm a... What was the third one again? I fucking love that joke. But yeah.
Yeah, whiskey gravy.
Whiskey gravy.
That's
I mean...
is that like a level up?
There's one of those ridiculously simple quote-unquote dishes, which is JD beans or whiskey beans or whatever whiskey. Like, people ask me what my favourite whiskey is, and it's whichever one is within hand's reach. I don't give a fuck. I'm not a connoisseur. I'm a consumer. Connoisseur. Yeah, just cook some beans, pour whiskey into it.
Poutine.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
What's poutine?
But it sounds like poo.
Yeah, it's got poo in it. Or is it protein?
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 Protein. I love being able to get my gravy with chips. Now I live in the north. Miss my Savoys. Oh God, I haven't had a Savoy in fucking forever.
The fuck's a Savoy?
I can't actually remember. It's a sausage thing. But I know I haven't had one in a long time. I think it's a sausage thing. I could be fucking wrong. And my parents lied to me a lot, so I don't know.
Oh, fuck,
But Oi Oi Savoy was a...
Never heard of it.
You've never heard Oi Oi Savoy?
No.
You've never heard Oi Oi Savoy?
No.
That's so weird. You're so northern. So foreign. My grandmother had a red eye gravy recipe with bourbon in it. As in, it just gave you red eyes because you were so pissed. That sounds fucking awesome. Poutine is basically cheesy chips and gravy. Oh my God.
Well, that's just cheese, chips and gravy then.
Yeah, why don't you just call it cheesy chips and
Better
gravy?
than poo.
Or is it your weird fucked up gravy that isn't gravy?
Is this American gravy? Because that's not gravy.
If it's white, it ain't fucking gravy. The dirtiest of meat. TGI Fridays the TGI Fridays Jack Daniel's sauce is fucking lush. It's one of those things that if I was ever to be the criminals, I would rob a TGI Fridays of all their Jack Daniel's sauce because it's sick as. And there's so many fucking recipes for it online, and they're always stupid.
Oh no.
And then some asshole wants to put fucking onions in it, like just tons of onion. And I just hope they die in a fire.
I like onions.
I know you like onions. And I'm fine with onions as flavouring. But if I can actually eat the onion, I'm not happy about it.
I eat onions though.
I know, you're weird.
It tastes nice.
Yeah.
I'm
weird.
drooling thinking about onions.
You don't like onion rings though, do you?
Oh God, no.
You don't like it when they're soft.
I don't like white onions.
It's like
White onions are horrible.
Wait, does anybody do red onion rings?
Oh God, that'd be amazing. I love red onions.
I think that would actually be way nicer.
Yeah. Red onions caramelize better.
Caramelize.
Yeah.
Caramelize.
Go sugar better.
You know the worst thing in the world? Literally, there's nothing worse than it. It's when someone chops a tomato in half and fries it.
I'm not putting that in my mouth.
Putting that. Fuck's sake. I ain't putting that in my mouth. Someone needs to Photoshop a picture of Vladimir Putin. I don't know what that would look like, but it would make me laugh. I mean, there's probably a chance that it has happened. But if it hasn't, I need to be, inspired by the great words of...
Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Red onion rings dipped in concentrated Tabasco sauce.
Concentrated Tabasco. Is there like a stronger version of Tabasco?
Yeah, there's extra hot ones.
Super Tabasco.
Oh God, I love spicy.
I mean, there was the scientific experiment
spicy
where they...
food is just amazing.
Where they drained a man of all his blood and replaced it with Tabasco. Oh no, wait, it was Tizer. But, it probably has a similar effect.
Yeah, like pickled onions are gross, because they're like the little white... Oh, I never
Pickled onions and pickled eggs and pickles.
Yeah.
You like gherkin.
I like
You like pickles.
Yeah, gherkins are well nice.
I ain't a fan of any of that shit.
But I really like...
Super fucking weird taste.
I really like cucumber.
I like proper cucumber, because it doesn't taste like shit. You're forgetting Montreal bagel, smoked meat, and also MTL steak spice. I don't know what that is, but it sounds nice. I want some food. I like food. Food is good. It's why I'm fat. I have hot sauces with 500,000 Scoville. Tabasco is about 1,500.
Yeah, but why? What's the point in that?
Well, that's one of the things.
When you don't like intestinal lining, we'll just eat this. I'm like,
have you ever needed to shit lava?
I guess it could use it as a laxative.
Canada also has ketchup chips. You mean ketchup flavored crisps? Because we have those, or we've had them as special fucking.
Yeah, and they're wrong.
They're fine.
No, they're
wrong. Not particularly impressive. They're just like, oh, okay. I'd rather have smoky bacon. Oh my god, smoky bacon crisps are amazing. Selling Greg's £2.40 gift card. Get them while they're nearby. Nearly buy a breakfast deal. Nearly. I mean, I'll buy it off you for like 20p.
It's probably about how much they're worth, the Greg's breakfast.
But yeah, the fucking eggs. They only sell omelettes because they can't do eggs. So when you if you want a sausage, bacon and egg like bun or like a fucking what's that called, baguette?
No, like, they don't make them.
No,
it's not a proper one.
No, of course it
like,
isn't.
oh, can I have a bacon
But
sandwich?
that's the kind of shop they are. So
can I have a bacon sandwich? Oh, yeah, let me just get this dehydrated shit and put it in the microwave. I'm like,
I'd put it and they dip it in water and it comes back out and it kind of looks like real bacon, but not really. Ketchup sucks on anything but hot. Ketchup is fucking awesome on hot dogs. That is true.
Yeah, ketchup, mustard, onions.
Why? You and your fucking onions. I don't know about mustard. I've never actually...
Mustard,
I'm not a big fan of mustard.
Mustard's nice. Only on certain things, though.
Usually, like, if you have a... Like, there's a flavouring of the mustard that's quite nice.
If you have a
but usually people fucking squirt that shit on in thick layers and it's fucking nasty.
A proper hot dog.
Yeah.
Not one of those shitty ones from the fucking jar, which is basically processed to fuck. Not them. Like a proper hot dog. An actual sausage.
I like frankfurters.
Proper sausage with mustard and ketchup is amazing. Because it mixes all with the juices and that, and it's really good.
Greg's is trash, yes, but it also is there. And sometimes you're on a morning and you just want to eat a fucking bit of trash.
I thought you were going to say 4 sausage rolls.
Oh, there's that. Oh. Do people eat grits in the UK? It depends what grits are. Are grits like... No, grits aren't hash browns, are they?
No, hash browns are hash browns.
Yeah. What the fuck is a grit? Because to me, grit is that thing that you have like on a driveway.
Yeah, it stops it icing over.
Yeah, or something like that. Toasted bread with honey and hot as fuck mustard. That sounds fucking revolting.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
I'm not into that.
I ain't into that at all. We could always have a... Why do these, like, 90% of these streams just end up with us talking about food for...
Yeah.
People like talking about food. Food
is amazing.
Food is... Yeah. We missed out this weekend. We were really, really pissed off. We were going to expose my brother to the best takeaway burger that we know of from a local place. But the bastards weren't delivering. So we had to order something that was actually pretty okay.
It was alright.
It wasn't the same. Because their chips were garbage.
It was greasy as fuck.
It was only the oil he gave you was greasy.
No, like when I opened it up before the chili sauce thing.
Before you fucking...
It was greasy already.
You made it way, way greasier though. That fucking oil disaster was ridiculous. I thought I was going to make the mess.
I don't know.
But he made a mess
he just
on
said,
his nice table.
Do you want some of this chili sauce? I went, yeah, chili sauce. Yeah. And then he dumped it on my plate, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
What the fuck is this?
It started bleeding.
Yeah. It's like 90% oil. Grits are crushed corn kernels, like popcorn. What? Why?
Why did you just make popcorn?
Yeah. Yeah, no wonder it's called grits. I can imagine that's pretty fucking gritty.
Oh god, that's really bad.
Grits.
Would that be really bad for your teeth?
I can't imagine it. It doesn't sound very nice. It sounds a bit like fucking gross.
Is it difficult enough to get corn maize bread in the UK?
I don't know what that is, so I'm going to go with probably.
Probably just cornbread. Like, we do get cornbread. I don't think it's like a...
Oh, corn. Yeah, we get cornbread.
Yeah.
But we don't call it corn maize bread. So I'm assuming that's your thing, but yeah. I only drink corn/maize, Jack Daniel's rules. Wait, what? You drown it in butter and it sucks. Jesus. That doesn't sound very nice then. The ground corn kernels do get cooked, you know. It's not raw. Oh. Well then. Still sounds kind of garbage.
I don't know.
I mean, like you say, it's called grit.
I just hear grit and I'm just thinking of that
Grits.
that sand that you put on your driveway.
They are good if you put enough stuff to cover the taste of the grits. It's what birds eat. They leave most of it behind. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not particularly impressed. I'm gonna go with I'm not gonna eat those. You okay, baby?
Yeah.
You just collapsed against my arm. You should headbutt my arm off. No? No takers? Ah.
I'm just feeling drained today.
So you've been having a shitty old time of it, haven't you?
Yeah,
It's not been a great summer.
Past couple of days has been crap.
I mean, to be fair, the past few weeks hasn't been particularly amazing. I mean, I did all I could think of. I took you out for a little walk.
I'm from North.
I'm from the North.
If I said it sucks in the South, I'd get hung from a bush.
Really? Because
Oh, tree! Right. Okay. I don't know.
I guess it depends where you are, but most people just don't care.
I thought it was a bush.
In fact, most people all over England, wherever they live, they say, yeah, it's fucking shit here. Grass is always greener.
Yeah.
England is a place of everywhere else is better than where you currently are. I remember moving up north.
I don't mind living around it because it's really green.
Yeah. Cersei, what the Americans call corn, we call maize. Do we? Do we call anything maize?
I don't know. Sweet corn?
I don't know of anything that we call maize.
No, we don't call it marzipan, maybe.
Marzipan.
Oh my god, marzipan. Oh, God.
I mean, maybe it's a dialect thing, but I don't know of anything called maize.
Can I have like a couple of Battenbergs and just...
Oh, you're a fucking degenerate.
I fucking love Battenberg.
We were talking about... what do they call it now? Anal. We were talking about marzipan. And you could just eat, like... You could get a big bowl of marzipan and eat it like a marzipan burger.
Marzipan is my favourite sweetie, yeah.
And I like it in very small amounts. Less is more when it comes to marzipan. I think it's the same of any strong flavour, really. Like, you hate Marmite.
Marmite's dirty.
And I quite like Marmite, but again, less is more. Like, you've got to have a teeny tiny amount of the old thick, black, shouldn't really be a food stuff.
Right. Yeah.
What?
Corn is what the British call wheat.
Oh.
Right, okay. Because to me it's like...
We don't have Kellogg's maize flakes.
Like corn on the cob is corn.
Yeah. I guess. I see what you mean. But yeah, we don't call anything maize. Maize is corn. Corn is maize. What would a maize made from corn be?
Corn maize.
That's the corn maize, or is it the maize?
The maize.
And what if it was really good? Because then it would be the amazing maize.
Oh my god.
When Adam Smith and David Ricardo called corn we now call wheat? I don't know. I don't really care. Marzipan? What kind of heretic are you? Which way round?
A fat one, because it's fucking delicious.
Yeah, but he might be talking to me saying that I'm not a huge fan of it.
I like almonds.
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 I'm not just called almonds.
No.
Almonds.
How's it spelled? A-L-M. Almonds.
Almonds.
Not almonds.
Yeah, it's pronounced almonds.
It's not. There's no H in there.
Almonds.
Or a double A.
They're called almonds.
Almonds.
In the old days, corn was what they called wheat. How about we just come up with a new name for the lot and just call it potential alcohol? Because, I mean, almost everything can be turned into alcohol. So if it's all called potential alcohol, then I'm absolutely fine. I used to unwrap Battenberg cake and eat the squares one at a time.
Yeah, I do that.
I could see myself doing that.
I still do that.
I could see you taking the Battenberg skin.
No, I take the marzipan off.
The Battenberg skin.
Yeah, and then I eat the squares one by one. And
eat the lines.
And then the marzipan's last.
So what is the most arseholey way anyone particularly eats anything? I can consider myself particularly an annoying Kit Kat eater because I will chew all the chocolate off of the outside of the entire thing, and then I'll pull it into strips of Kit Kat and eat those one at a time.
I eat the ends of the Kit Kat, and then I eat the rest of the chocolates on it.
Yeah.
And then
exactly the same way as me, pretty much.
But I don't. And then I split the wafers in half.
Yeah. Here's a matter of fact, and it works with most chocolate-covered biscuits, but the way I learnt it was from Twix. You get a hot chocolate. I know, it's already gone off the fucking rails. You get a hot chocolate, and then any sort of long-ish chocolate bar, completely coated, but with biscuit centre. You bite off both ends, and then you use it as a straw. And then it will stop letting the liquid come up in pretty short order.
It'd be really chocolatey though.
Yeah, and then it's just this hot melted chunk of slightly biscuity hot chocolate filled chocolate goo, and it is fucking astounding. It is one of the tastiest, if you're into chocolate, kind of thing you can have. I hate people who think there's a special way to eat Jaffa cakes. Are you saying that there isn't a special way, or are you saying that there isn't?
I don't know.
That all ways are equally special?
Now I think about it, I've always dismantled food when I'm eating it.
I have a preference to it. Apparently, it's an ADHD thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Being annoying when you eat.
The kids do it as well.
Being picky when you eat and being annoying when you eat is often. You're very fucking picky.
Yeah, I'm very picky.
I learned to stop being picky when I had to eat what I was fucking given because I had no other choice.
I just covered everything in ketchup. If I didn't like it, I just covered it in ketchup.
I eat literally every other part of the Twix before I eat the cookie or the biscuit bit.
Yeah, I do that, yeah.
But try my technique get a hot chocolate, a good hot chocolate, not a shitty one, and use the Kit Kat as a straw. It'll change your life. Best fucking thing I ever did. Have to try a Jaffa cake one day. They are amazing. How do you eat a Jaffa cake?
I eat all the chocolate off the top, and then I eat the cake bit, and then I eat the orange bit afterwards.
What I do is I get the whole packet, and I eat all the bases, and leave the orange.
You stack them.
I have a stack of these little orange gels. Well, usually I do them 3 or 4 at a time, and then you end up with a big pile of them, and then you just get the most intense orange flavour.
Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of intense orange. So.
I mean, the orange on them is pretty intense already.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Have you not left it on your tongue to just melt?
Yeah, that's what I do. It's not that intense. But then again, I eat lots of spicy food, dude.
Oh yeah, you have no taste buds.
Yeah, no taste buds.
She chops them off. Oh no, wait, those are Jaffa cakes? A Jaffa cake is a cake-like biscuit with a thin layer of chocolate on top and an orange sort of... What would they even call it?
Gel.
Us ADHD sufferers have... ADHD is, like, I'm not... I haven't been diagnosed, but we have done a lot of research in order to figure out if the kids have it. At first, the kids had some issues at school, so we tried to figure out what was going on, and then a lot of the stuff kept ringing true.
We do that. I do that. We do this. I hyper focus really badly, and then I'll come out of it. And I'm like, oh, it's been 6 hours.
Yeah. So having kids taught us that we were broken.
I don't know. Shockingly. To me, it was just who I was.
Yeah, I just thought I was a bastard. I thought I was a twat.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what my family kept saying, I assumed they were right.
I don't know. I just assumed that I just had personality disorder with loads of mood swings and shit, and I was like, actually, it makes more sense.
So I was looking up, we're not, the kids haven't been diagnosed yet, but we're preempting everything because the whole system takes for fucking ever with them. So we were checking sort of their behaviour against what it could, and ADHD seems to be a pretty fucking high up candidate. So we then started looking for resources, and I started watching a channel called How to ADHD, and at first I was watching it, I was like, oh, this is really interesting, and then she started going through just certain behaviour patterns. I was like, oh, I do that. Oh, I do that. Oh, I do that as well, and I do that, and oh, fuck. It's like when you come to help out a family member and you leave with ADHD. It's like, I mean, I did tell you that this was going to be an existential terror with, so,
yeah.
That was fun to figure out. So there's a very, very good chance. I'm probably never going to be diagnosed with it because what's the point? I just try and cope with being a useless twat.
We've developed way too many coping mechanisms for it already that it's going to be difficult to break.
It's one of those hilarious things. They say, you grow out of ADHD. No, you don't. You get coping mechanisms and you start behaving as you're supposed to. But it's all there. How you think is still there. How you do things is still there. You're still...
But we're both impulsive.
Yeah, but we have controls on those impulses.
We have control over our impulsiveness, but we still have this thing like, oh God, I really wanted to hit you then.
Oh God, I wanted to throw you in that lake.
Yeah, we get it all the time. Usually I want to chop him, with my hand. I just go, and I want to chop him.
She's not talking about a funny little...
No, I want to hit him hard, and then we get cute aggression. I think that's what it is. Yeah. But I also get urges to scream a lot, and I always curve it down to just a
yeah. You just sat there and you just go, fuck.
Yeah.
ADHD is a problem of executive dysfunction.
He has more executive dysfunction than I do, though.
Look,
you are so fucking forgetful.
I'm not forgetful.
I'm minor forgetful. I'll walk in a room, put my phone down,
I remember
and then I'm
things.
where the fuck did I put it? But you forget things almost instantly.
I remember the important things. My brain...
No, you don't.
I do remember the important...
It took you 4 years to learn my birthday.
Oh my God. Do you know what else ADHD people can't do? Get the fuck over things. Do you know why I didn't learn your birthday?
It's important. Things but that's the thing though. Things like that are important to me.
Yeah. Things like that are not important to me.
Yeah, so I remember them.
Yeah.
But if it's some fucking shitty little thing, I always forget things like that.
Yeah. If
it's appointments, I always remember them because they're important.
So telling me that I can't remember important things when it's a thing that's important to you doesn't make sense.
I know. There's one of my friends, she's getting tested for autism, and she did this test that her therapist gave her, and I was like, oh, let me do it, and I was like, unsurprisingly, I'm on the spectrum. Yeah.
I thought everybody... Hey, so sick. About 7 months ago, I went on tour in Mali, and you told me to do my best not to do a dead. Well, I'm back now, and I didn't do a dead. Thanks for the advice, buddy. I am so fucking good at giving advice, and welcome back to wherever you are. And I hope you had fun. Was it fun? I mean, tour. So are we talking like a military tour or like a band tour or like, I don't know, just visiting?
My son did a classic ADHD push button. Don't wait for green man and go. Yeah, our kids did that when they were quite young. Yeah, but they're really forgetful. They're like you.
I wouldn't remember my own name if it wasn't said to me every day. I can't read that name, so you know. Sorry, you're gonna have to forget it. Getting diagnosed can help. Just knowing is important for some people.
That's the thing though, like, if we already, like, getting diagnosed when you're younger is a massive bonus.
Yeah.
Like, insanely good. Because it basically makes school so much fucking easier. But after you're an adult and you've, like, past 25, after that point, it's sort of like, it kind of is useful for work things, I guess.
Also, her 4-year thing on the birthday is a massive fucking exaggeration.
No, it's not.
It is. How long do you think I was fucking with you?
You were filling out this, like, governmental form thing. And you were like, when's your birthday? And I just looked at you and you went, don't. Seriously, when is it? I can't remember.
Yeah, just because I can't remember stuff in me... Right. Remember how I can't remember words that I know?
Oh, you always do that.
Yeah. The same... It's not that I didn't know it. It's that... And also I double-check things. So your concept of me not remembering your birthday is more that it took me about a year, because, you know, it happened and then it happened again, and I was like, oh, okay, it's here.
When, like, you forgot the kids as well. You were asking me about the kids' birthdays as well.
No, I knew when the kid's birthday was. I check because I have zero confidence.
No, I don't do that. I just know.
But you've known a few things
that's
and been
my problem.
completely fucking wrong.
I know, that's my problem. I'm very stubborn
this
about
is how
it.
we know I am better than you.
I don't check things. I know things.
Yeah, that's one of our major differences. Is you make assumptions about your own abilities,
Yeah, I do.
which are wild, and then you get really fucking pissed off at yourself when you're wrong.
Yeah.
And then I make assumptions about my abilities that are really low, and so I never do anything. So it's basically two different types of shit. My wife is a special ed teacher who specialises...
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, when I was at school, they hadn't even created a name for ADHD yet. Yeah, like, a lot of, like, that's a lot of things, though. A lot more awareness of things is definitely helping. Oh, my wife, go on.
My wife is a special ed teacher. God damn it. Who specialises in detecting issues in early childhood to make getting services easier. It is harder to help as a child gets older. Yeah. I actually really like that username. Standard Nerds. I hope that's from It Crown, because that's fucking great. Yeah. I'm currently trying to get the kids, like, some kind of diagnosis. Is slow. It has not fucking helped that we've had this slightly irritating inability for anyone to see any one situation going on. Yeah. So what's Dunning-Kruger got to do with anything?
Probably for me.
Oh, yeah, you're... But no, it's less of that, and it's just that
It's pure stubbornness. It's because I think that I should be able to do something. So I get stubborn about it. Even if I'm not 100% sure that I can do something, I say that I can because I think that I should be able to.
Found out
it's really fucking annoying.
Found out I had ADD when I was about 57 and was having my memory checked. They technically don't call it ADD anymore because it all comes under the umbrella is ADHD now, and then there's just two different types. ADD is what I think of as, like, what people think is the girl version, which is what I probably have, because when I was a kid, I was tested for ADHD, and they were looking for the boy version, and they didn't find it. So they were like, oh, he must not have it, he's fine, and then they just sort of left me to my own devices, and surprisingly, or unsurprisingly, I didn't do amazingly well.
I never got anything like that. But then again, I had a shit school, so...
Yeah, among other things. Not being able to see anybody is the best. I mean, it is great in terms of the fact that we don't like seeing people, but in terms of helping the kids out, it's been pretty fucking irritating. I even stole the Renom logo from my avatar. Oh my god, I didn't even... it's hard to see because it's so small. Like, my peanut... No, wait. I was about 50 when I was finally diagnosed. Yeah, I should probably do it. And I have a...
Like, I would like to go and just to make sure, but at the same time, it's like, our GP is a fucking knob.
Because it's not... Right, it's not actually... There is no version for boys or girls. It's just that, society is dumb.
It's just...
And takes its time to figure out that certain things are very much...
Girls tend to be naturally less aggressive because of lack of testosterone.
Yeah.
So they're less likely to have the hyperactive version.
Or that it's less obvious.
Yeah, it's less obvious.
When they have the hyperactive version.
Hyperactive in girls is very different to how it is in boys, usually. But... Yeah. Girls can have the boy version and boys can have the girl version. It's just, it's more common.
And this is all with big fucking quotes. Yeah. But you can have attention deficit and not be hyperactive. Yeah, but the hyperactive doesn't mean what you think it means. Hyperactivity is both internal and external. Having the hyperactive mind. And the attention deficit isn't the inability to pay attention. It's...
You need the right things to pay attention.
You literally...
Because ADHD is a dopamine deficiency disorder.
Yeah, that's what it is.
If your brain is not getting the dopamine from doing what you're doing, it is not interested.
It's why you'll usually have things that you really like and you will stick to because you really like them. Because those are the things that kick your dopamine into gear. I always thought I was a bad person because I fucking hate board games. I absolutely can't fucking stand them. Of all the things in existence that just make me want to scream myself inside out, it's playing a board game. I am not fucking kidding. Don't like them. And I thought it was because I was an asshole, basically. But it turns out... that if something just doesn't interest you and it makes your brain scream, it's okay. You're allowed not to like doing certain things, but with
oh, I'm missing out. So my daughter was diagnosed with I can't read that. What? Oh, you're making me spin.
I will make you spin right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby.
Get up.
Right round, right round.
Shut the fuck up.
You fucking penis joke.
Dude.
Enjoy.
My daughter was diagnosed with autistic and the docs wanted to do testing on me and my wife to see if it's genetic connection. Turns out at 35 living with Asperger's high function. Yeah. Like, my dad, we've always said, like, my dad probably has autism, and I was telling him about ADHD with the kids, and he's like, oh, well, I kind of do that, and I do that, and I do that, and thing is as well, I think that both me and my dad have majorly in common is that we both jig a lot, and we fiddle with things a lot, and I just thought it's just because I like to be doing stuff with my hands. That's the way I always saw it as, but no, it's because I'm hyper and I'm trying to get the energy out by messing. And, and I'm pretty sure my dad has it. And ADHD and autism tend to link quite a lot. I'm blaming my dad for the way I am, basically. I do take a lot after him. But yeah, getting diagnosed when you're older is weird. 'Cause, ADHD is supposed to be quite genetic as well. It's like something like 80% genetic or something. So I was like, actually, I put it down to the kids being born early at first, but then I was like actually reading into it and figured that it was both of us.
Move.
I'm like, oh, this chair is so comfy though.
Yeah, I really need to get just apparently myself another chair so that she can have my chair.
Why can't I just have the new one? Because yours is leany as fuck.
I will not look up anything regardless of how obvious it seems. I once looked up whether cats had chest muscles or not.
Oh yeah, we do that.
I will look up in it, right.
And then I look at I get my search history.
No, I'm not sure if that has anything to do with like anything specific or just, yeah, like being sure about things. That's definitely a way my brain works. Occasionally, I don't do it, and then I'll do it after the fact. Like with some of my videos, I've been writing them, and then I'll record them, and then as I'm editing it, I'll notice something, and I'll be like, wait a second, and I'll have just said something wrong or a bit wrong. And that is a fucking pisser because I record in batches and it's annoying. I thought I had ADHD. Turns out I just have a bad cocaine addiction. Fair point. I have a very good cocaine addiction. That is to say, I don't have a cocaine addiction. Thankfully, because that would be a fucking pain in the arse, I imagine. Board games are boring. I mean, yeah, to me. Some people love them, but I can't fucking stand it. It actually makes me crazy. Especially like you're sat down and you're trying to participate. I think the biggest problem, one of the things I find with myself is that I need to be stimulated generally constantly, otherwise my brain will sort of move to how I feel, and how I feel most of the time is bad. I'm either aching, or it's too hot, or it's too cold, or it's too this, or it's too that, or I don't feel happy, or I don't feel this. So it's not necessarily a distraction thing. I don't mind feeling like that, but like Mrs. Sick doesn't like going on walks with me for the most part, unless I have something to distract myself. Because the second I step outside, like I go, oh, feet are, oh, it's a bit hot. Oh God, it's really boiling. It's hurting my back, and I'm just like, and it sounds like whinging, but it's not. It's just the thoughts sort of spilling out of my face. So now when I go on walks with her, I try and stop doing that.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What?
No, somebody said that they didn't like my spoon staff stuff.
Okay.
So I said, okay, constructive criticism, go ahead.
Oh, and they've gone off on one.
And yeah, like madly. And I was like, that's fine, I'm just trying to read it. But a lot of it doesn't make any sense. A lot of
Can I read it out?
A lot of it's just against D&D for some fucking reason.
Oh, yeah, let's have some fun. So, yeah, someone came to Spoon Stuff Stories and just put, ugh, these are horrible. And Mrs. Sick, decent human being, not like me, twat, said, if you have any constructive criticism, go ahead. Hadn't really thought about it. I'm not sure I'd recognise it even if a constructive feedback crane fell on my head with a load of constructive feedback bricks. But since I have much, much better things to procrastinate, maybe I'll try to expand my horizons.
Super fun.
Oh, I might, so I'm not allowed to say the N word, but it's okay. I'm autistic, so I get to say the R word.
Yeah, I do that. I went, oh, well, I'm bi, so I say faggot.
Honestly, I don't care if you say that. I'm not more bothered with organisations recommending ETC. When organisations recommend electro-thought, no. I don't know what, is that ETC or are you just saying ETC? I love you guys because you're awesome, but these comments just seem so, yay, nice clothes, Mr. Emperor. In a twisted way, I think you guys deserve, I don't know, not another burned down kitchen, that's for sure. I mean, this is a fan, so he's not being a dick, but he was being a bit of a dick. Blossom, his player creator, you already knows, already instinctively understands. I don't know, I think this person might be pissed. No, okay.
I don't get it.
No, I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, I mean, it's not Emperor's New Clothes. We're trying a thing.
No, I'm not an animator. I'm trying animation.
Yeah, and people do like it, and you know, some people will definitely be saying it's really good because they're just fans, but I don't know. Spoon Stuff stories are fun to watch. Please keep making them. Thank you. They're fun to make, and we're going to try and get better at them. That's the plan. You know, and it's fine to say that they're shit if you don't like them. You know, you don't like them. But, you know, you need to be more... I mean, he's trying to be constructive and maybe I'm being an asshole, but I probably... ECT, spelled it wrong. Electroshock therapy. All right. Yes. That makes more sense. EST. Your phone is an asshole and doesn't care. Emperor's New Groove. I think they were saying Emperor's New Clothes because, everyone's just saying that it's good because you're so sick. And there's definitely going to exist an element of that, and that's unsurprising. But I think people genuinely seem to think that they're an interesting and fun thing. They're not perfect, but, you know, they are what they are. We didn't say they were perfect. Try Animator, and it's great. Love the Spoon Stuff videos. Yeah. We worked very hard on them, and, you know, they are good for what they are, and we're hoping to make them better. But, yeah. It reads like mate is possibly drunk.
He's complaining that I'm retelling the D&D story. He's saying, in RPGs it requires turn taking, but when you're telling a story to an audience, it's bad. It fractures the game up. It fractures the story up.
I don't know.
I was like, but that's what happened. It's a retelling.
Yeah.
I don't know how else am I supposed to put it across. It's a retelling.
That's fine. I mean, he's gotten his point across, and I think I'd just leave him to it. Like, I thought he was just being an asshole, I don't think he's trying to be an asshole.
No, I don't think he's trying to be an asshole, but one of his points is just blossom, and that's it. I don't... That's not helpful.
Yeah. Like, yeah. I like him. I think they're interesting. I get when we get to the end of a script, I start reading ahead and I get told off for it because I want to see what happens next.
Yeah, he's also said, this is horrible because you're telling someone else's story. Use your heart, give us your story.
It is.
It is my story. It's what happened I did with my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all okay with it. So yeah, bit of a strange...
Yeah, I don't get it.
I think it's I think he doesn't like it, which is fine.
Yeah, I don't.
But I think he doesn't really know why he doesn't like it,
Yeah.
so he's trying to come up with reasons why he doesn't like it, which will always come up with. If you don't like something instinctively, but it's just because you just kind of don't like it, you don't vibe with it.
Just say I don't vibe with it then.
You will find that you'll make stuff up of why you don't like it.
Comment on his
Just
spoon.
justifying it. Yeah, he needs a spoon. It would be fucking amazing if I could send someone like a Spoon Stuff merch out of nowhere.
It'd really cool if I could figure out how to etch spoons, and I put like a little blossom on each one of the ends.
I could etch spoons. Etching is easy. Etching well is extremely difficult. You grab me a can.
Why, are you getting too full or something for bending over?
No, it's just really far away. And I keep leaning past them. I was going to call it a mouse then. That is not a mouse, that is a mic. I keep leaning. I've realised that there's a whole thing behind me that I could have just... Good timing, eh? I am...
that was the last one in this crate.
Fair enough. No, I think... I had made the assumption that he was just being an asshole. That didn't work properly.
Fine if you don't like it.
Yeah.
You're allowed to not like things.
Yeah.
It's just one of the points was just blossom. And I'm like, okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not computing it properly, but I just don't get it.
No. No, I mean, yeah. It's easy to I am actually significantly more defensive of spoon stuff stories, partially because I think it's actually good. I do not think my content is actually good, but whatever. To be fair, you say it sounds high IQ copy pasta in tone. I am reading it like an asshole.
Yeah, he does that.
Yeah.
If you want to see the comment, it's on episode 3.
I mean, I wouldn't have. They don't. Yeah, I wouldn't have told them.
Oh, you don't have to be mean to the guy. It's just, I'm sure it's...
That's why you don't tell people, because some people can't help it. The internet, you don't tell them fucking anything, because otherwise they go off.
More than likely...
That's why when I share...
More than likely, I'm just not reading it right.
Yeah. That's like when I share the comments that I get, I just share them completely isolated, generally. People will still find them because that's what they do. But, you know.
Craftsman steady crafting.
He did a video about etching, doesn't look too hard.
I just don't have...
Okay, when someone knows how to do something, yeah, it always, it looks really easy. Yeah. And then you try it, it's like... Your hands just... I've used a...
See, I don't know if it... Look. Damon is actually my favourite character.
Blossom is stupid and fun, and is... Blossom is lowest common denominator.
Yeah.
And funny in his own right, but not that complex. But, I mean, Damon is the closest character to my speaking voice.
Thing is as well,
he's basically the main character.
Thing is as well, that Damon was he's played by a D&D veteran, so he knows how to play D&D properly.
Fun fact: of all the people who played, because we started doing Spoon Staff stories while the campaign was still running, and so the first couple of episodes, the guys playing it saw it. And the guy who played Damon took cues from my portrayal of him to his performance of his own character, which I thought was fucking meta as all shit and awesome. And it was like I said, it's Spoon Staff Stories is something I'm genuinely proud of. Again, is it perfect? Fucking no, of course it isn't. Like Mrs. Six says, if we had a stupid amount of money and could afford to pay people to do tweenies, and we could make some animation, and I could spend all my time doing the voices, or just do the narration and a few characters, and then employ some actual fucking things and learn how to be a proper voiceover artist beyond my current capabilities instead of just sort of practicing vaguely, then it could be fucking amazing, including the burp. Oh my god, that was amazing. I tried watching stories, but it's not my cup of rum. Oh my god, a cup of rum sounds awesome. Yeah. The internet is filled with bored people seeking entertainment. It is not your friend. Yeah, the internet is a fascinating, awesome, powerful tool, but be very careful with it, I would always say. With the kids, they want to go on certain things, and we have quite a restricted internet for them, because they're not even...
They have a bad habit of going on gaming websites where they're filled with frigging malware.
Yeah, because they have their own computers, and at one point, before I locked them down reasonably, they had free reign. They didn't go anywhere particularly bad because they didn't know to look. But they would go on YouTube, watch some dipshit playing some shitty game, and then go to the website, which is, yeah. And, we go in and go, oh, okay. So, lock that down pretty sharpish. And, but that's what they do, because that's what kids do. They're very exploring, because I want them. That's the one thing. I want them to they have their own computers and they have free reign of their computers because I want them to learn computing like I did. Because I did that by having access to a computer and just fucking with it. And it taught me ridiculous amounts about computers from a young age. My £4 phone / emergency battery fell on my foot.
Oh.
Wait,
Ow.
a phone and emergency battery, or is it a phone that is an emergency battery? Because that sounds amazing. Like a phone
I
that has like...
just read the £4 bit off.
How heavy is £4?
Heavy.
I don't know.
Pound of sugar, dude.
Oh, right. A bag.
Yeah.
Like a bag of sugar.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have dropped that on your foot, dude. It's heavy.
Fucking knobhead.
Watch out for
really?
that. Watch out for that. That's fucking... It's like when someone bangs... I mean, I'm quite tall, so I have banged my head more than once in my life. And just hearing someone go, mind your head, after I've just fucking made a 45-degree angled dent in it, is... No, 45? 90? Wait. Which way round does it go? I don't know. I've made a dent in my head anyway. I can't remember how to maths. And, someone going, mind your head. It's like, yeah, that was fucking useful. Thanks for that. Mind this fire. Mind your face. Oh, Jesus. My wife likes to find the malware when she plays her games. Yeah. Yeah, it's not exclusively a kid problem by any stretch of the imagination. £2 per kilo. All right, so it's a couple of kilograms. It's pretty fucking heavy. Fuck that. Yeah. We've run out of things to say. God damn it. I need to brain. I have an amazing brain that does things. It's an emergency battery that I use to power my phone, and we haven't had an emergency lately. So
yeah, he does the same thing. He has battery packs to power things. Yeah. It
works really well. I have this little fan, right? It's fucking awesome. I love my fan. And I plug it into my battery pack and it lasts all night. In fact, it lasts days. It's ridiculous. That dent did damage my friend. Which dent? What did you do to your friend and why? Don't do that.
Dent in your head.
Maybe it's Arthur Dent. I can never remember who Arthur Dent is. I just hear that name a lot.
See, now I have to look it up. Fuck you.
Arthur Dent is one of those names. Is that the one from Minder? Or am I thinking of someone else? Minder is a surprisingly excellent show. Or funny, at least. And amusing. Oh my god. I could be so good to you.
He's Arthur Philip Dent is a fictional character for Hitchhiker's Guide.
That makes a lot of sense why I hear that a lot then.
Yeah.
Because I exist in nerdy little fucking... oh my god. So what time is it? Okay, oh fuck.
His child is called Random Dent.
Random. Oh, that makes me think of fucking Random Task. Oh, yeah, there was Odd Job from James Bond films, and then there was Random Task from Austin Powers. That joke made me fucking die when I first heard it.
Minder was Arthur Daly.
Arthur Daly, there you go. Minder, holy shit. I remember it came onto one of the fucking sort of UK TV Gold or Dave or something way back in the day. And it was really good. Me and my brother used to watch it, and it was just...
Is this an old man thing? Because I have no idea what you're on about.
It is. It's a really old man thing, because the show was from the 70s, or maybe the 80s. But we were watching it in the 2000s on satellite, and it was... Satellite. There's no T in that.
Satellite.
Satellite. What did I just stumble across? Death and pain and suffering and shitty...
And fries.
And fries, yeah. I mean, what did you think that a fucking video with existential terror in it is going to be like? But yeah, we used to watch that, and it was really good because it made me get the reference to the fucking... You want me to write the theme tune, sing the theme tune? Because he was the main character in Minder, and he sings the theme tune in Minder.
Okay.
So that, and I don't know why they made him tiny. They don't know why they made him tiny. It's just one of those things that happened and stuck.
No. One of us is getting drunk. The other one isn't.
Yeah, she's so fucking drunk. It's ridiculous.
No, I just need the weather to get me fucking pissed.
That's true. You will get more drunk sounding from basically a storm cloud will appear in the air, and then you just slam to the floor, incapable of movement or speech, and then start crying.
It's really annoying because my body starts acting drunk, but I'm sober, and it's really fucking annoying.
But it also gives you like a hangover at the same time.
Yeah.
So you're drunk with a hangover.
Yeah.
And you're crying spinal fluid half the time.
Yeah.
And you could taste spinal fluid, which is fun. And metal as fuck. Let's be fair. Fair?
Pissed.
Fair.
Fair.
Let's be fair. Let's be friends. Minder is pretty good. Better than the overrated Fawlty Towers hot take. Fawlty Towers is fucking hilarious. Don't even try that shit. Fawlty Towers. I think that Fawlty Towers is funnier than Monty Python. Not the films. The films are fucking really good. But general Monty Python it lacks structure. I thought it'd be like The Prisoner, where tap dancing on train explains everything. I don't think I've ever seen The Prisoner. Is that the one where he's like on an island or something? I don't know. No, Ossifer, I'm not drunk. It's not drunk, it's dunk. I always like that.
I'm not drunk.
I'm not drunk. Officer, I'm completely sober. I am not pissed. Getting there now. Good lad. You've got to, or ladette, or laddess, or...
I'm not leaking spinal fluid at this very moment, but when the pressure in the air is really low or really high, it can make me leak.
Yeah, what's your condition called again?
IIH.
Yeah.
In America, it's called a different name. It's called like pseudo-tumor bollocks. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, but what's it actually called? Because no one understands fucking...
Idiopathic intracranial hypertension.
Basically, it means shitloads of spinal fluid go crazy pressure. She's like a human barometer, except that barometer can leak.
Oh, Jesus, that's bright.
A salesman tried to get me to buy a shirt by saying I would look breathtaking to the ladies. I told him if I wanted to take a woman's breath away, I'd do it manually. Fucking hell. Jesus.
Hence the devil face.
I mean, yeah, but still, just because you make it clear that it's fucked up doesn't stop it being fucked up.
True.
It's like we had a chat on Twitter. I think it was me and Radical and someone else, and we were talking about no offense. I was like, as long as you start it, no offense, no one could possibly be offended with what you said. No offense, but you're the ugliest piece of human shite I've ever seen in my entire life. And they go, fucking hell, why'd you say that? I was like, I said no offense. So, no, fuck you. Just because you say that shit doesn't make it like anything other. Nathan Explosion approves. I've heard that name. I would not know who that is. It's called spinal fluid leak. Enough said. Who needs that medical mumbo jumbo? Yeah. But yeah, it's no fun. I'm sorry, officer. It's officer. You missed the I've only had tea martinis. And I got all day sober to Sunday it up in. Okay. You should get some weather loaches as they work the same as Mrs. Sick but get hyper instead. What is a weather loach? Is that like some sort of insect, maybe? I don't fucking know.
The fuck is a loach?
Sounds like a type of shoe.
Sounds like a cockroach/leech.
Oh my god, can you fucking imagine? A leech body, but with like cockroach legs and skitters. You're not a fan of leeches, are you?
No.
I mean, I'm not a fan of leeches.
I'm not a fan of parasite creatures, no.
That's why you hate yourself.
Yeah. It all comes together now.
It all fits together like a puzzle.
Yeah.
Spinal Fluid League, playing live at Slummington Lounge Tuesday night. Nice. Yeah, it's not fun. It gets to the point. God, the medication for it made you so unhappy you wanted to kill yourself, which was fun.
Oh yeah, made my depression really bad.
It was ridiculous. We actually,
I discovered basically anytime I take any type of medication or hormonal things or anything, it really fucks my system up.
It was quite irritating actually going to, because luckily I was there with her when she went to the doctors about it, because your doctor looked so fucking pissed off when you told her that you'd stopped taking it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we'd moved. A big part of the problem with her condition is salt in general, salt intake. And our local water has very, very high salt. So I started buying. Like, she's the only person in the universe who can officially buy bottled water and not be an arsehole. Because it literally affects her.
There's plenty of other people with
I know it's a joke, for fuck's sake, woman. But so I started buying her very, very low salt bottled water, and it made an incredible difference. We were doing that at the same time. So when she stopped taking the medication, luckily it had that sort of intended effect. But how offended your doctor looked! Like she looked so fucking mad, but luckily I was there. Mrs. Sick is not fantastic at sticking up for herself, especially when it comes to authority figures. And I literally had to be like, look, she had to, because it made her so fucking unhappy. Yeah, it was like ridiculous. That stuff really, really fucked with her. That medication was, I can't remember what it was, but it was brutal. Do you remember what it was?
It's a dialectic.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called. It was really fucking really a massive.
No, was it unhappiness or it gave you a pain?
Oh no! One of the side effects of the medication is that it gives you the side effects of the thing it's trying to take away.
Yeah, that was it. It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't a depression thing. Well, it made you depressed because you were in so much fucking pain.
Most of the side effects is the thing it's trying to stop you from having. But it did it, and I basically got most of them. So,
can the salt be filtered out? Yes and no. The filter things are good at getting minerals, but I remember looking into it as an option, and I remember that salt was like, I think the salt was the thing that they're not very good at. I could be wrong.
Oh, you mean like Brita filters?
Yeah.
No, Brita filters and things like that, they're good at getting scum and lime and things like that out of the water.
I think they get certain minerals out.
Salt is so infused within the water when it's
I think the molecules or something are really, really, really small.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I seem to recall looking into this because it is quite expensive to buy bottled water. But at the end of the day, what are you going to fucking do? Problem standing up to authority figure, bring the sword next time. I mean, usually that gets you in a bit of trouble. I mean, when I do it, I just get what I want. Actually, hilariously, a different medical professional who was giving you shit, I had to come and, like, I don't like being big and in charge and all that shit. I'm not that kind of person, but I had to tell this person to like let it alone. And after I left, she went, I felt like I was being told off by my dad. I'm like, fucking hell, wait for making me feel old. So I do forget that I am as much as I'm not the biggest person in the world, I'm still 6'3". And I'm broad, and not just in a fat way. Like, I have very wide shoulders, so I am a big dude. And get a filter. What about boiling it? Doesn't boiling it would get rid of the water? Okay, so if you get salt water and boil it down, it leaves salt. Like, that's the thing. I don't know if you're talking about me specifically, but desalination is the only one, I think, to remove salt, but it would be very expensive, or you pay someone else to do it. The thing is...
Or we do the thing where we heat up the water and it goes onto a mirror and then the mirror drips it.
Yeah. I mean, that would technically work.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to fucking do that.
Condensation water.
The thing is...
Either that, I just don't go around like licking the windows when it's condensated.
Before Rona kicked in, I was buying the bottled water from a local shop. It was 20 pence a bottle, and it was it was like 5% the salt of our tap water.
Cat, calm down.
So it doesn't even have to be expensive. It's just a pain in the arse. Carrying those fucking bottles up the hill, though. Oh, fucking hell, I wasn't happy about any of that. You would have to create a still to desalinate. Yeah, and if I had a still, I would be doing other things with that. Boiling kills microbes, but only distilling gets the salt out. There you go. So, yeah. You could capture the steam and recoil. So this seems like a very, very complicated thing that I'm not going to do, and instead I'm just going to buy someone else who's already done that water, and pay. Even paying 20 pence a bottle for a bottle of water is paying way over the odds, but you know, it is what it is. Water filters remove calcium carbonate, which is a hell of a lot bigger than salt. Yeah, so there you go. I could buy a water distiller, which I'm assuming would be would be expensive and a pain in the arse and take a long time and not be fucking worth it. Effectively. Hi, it's me from Israel. Hi, dude. You could just say hi. Do like the Victorians did and just drink alcohol. I mean, to be fair, you drink a lot more Pepsi Max than you should because it's got low salt.
Yes, well, it's got distilled water in it, and it's also got caffeine in it, which helps me with the pressure thing as well.
Yeah, if she doesn't have a coffee in the morning, she usually gets pressure spikes, which is fun. Whiskey have no salt.
It has shitloads of sugar.
Yeah, ridiculous amounts of sugar. Could use 2 glass bottles and a fire and sand, I think. I could. Not fucking gonna, but could. I'm sure. I'm sure there's loads of ways I could do this thing that wouldn't technically cost me anything, but would be a pain in the arse.
The reason I don't drink the tap water is because it's got 200 milligrams, which is the legal limit of how much salt they're allowed to be in tap water.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking salt in just water. So
yeah.
Like per litre, it's like 200 milligrams.
The water, we buy a few different ones depending on what's cheapest at the time, but they vary from Evian has 6 milligrams, which is really expensive. And then most of the others, which again vary in price, go between sort of 8 to 10 milligrams, which is 5% of 200 milligrams, which is what we get out of the tap. The tap water literally tastes salty.
Could not just get. The whole point is not to have the salt. Having high salt content, I'm very salt sensitive, basically. Having too much salt raises my spinal pressure. Yeah, it's not about caring about it. It's about it would cause her physical agony. It does. And water was one of the ways that we could remove it. And when we did that to the water, I'm basically doing anything I could possibly can to make sure that my spinal pressure tries to be not as active. Yeah. And that was a simple way of taking... You know, we took salt out of our diet in multiple ways, but, you know... Yeah, like, we home make everything now, rather than getting anything out of, like, jar and stuff.
Yeah, because they're very, very salty. Most flavourful things are extremely salty. Why is this? Well, there's so much salt in various different. It depends where you get your water from, because basically water, is it water tables, something like that. But the sources of water in various parts of your country are going to have different contents. That's just how it works.
It just happens to be that
our local one is
our
is
water
at the highest salt.
It's like the highest it can be without tasting salty. But the thing is, occasionally I'll accidentally have some tap water and it tastes fucking really salty to me now.
Yeah. She makes that face. Like you had a spoon of salt.
Like the kids are the kids drink tap water and they'll put the cups on the side in the kitchen, and like I'll get confused. I'm like, oh okay, there's my drink, and I'll drink it and it'll taste so fucking. It's like drinking like when you have a salt water wash for things for like toothache and things like that. It's like so fucking salty to me now. Yeah, it's really annoying. Like I didn't realize how. Like how much how salty it actually is until I had to look it up. Cause somebody, one of the people who has the same condition as me recommended that I look up what the salt is in the area, because I just kept having problems over and over, and I was like, I'm not eating any salt anymore. I'm like, I am the lowest. I check everything I eat to make sure it's not high salt, and all the things I eat is green on the little indicators. And I was like, why am I still getting these really bad symptoms? And then you need to check your tap water. It is nearly 11 in our country. Quarter to 11. But the hypersensitivity to salt, could you possibly get water on prescription? No. With the NHS, they're very picky about what they allow on prescription.
The thing is, it would be stupid to get it on prescription because it would cost us £8 a bottle. Because that's the thing to bear in mind about prescriptions in the UK. If you can afford a prescription, then the prescriptions cost you £8. If you can't afford them, then they're free.
I think it's like £8.25 for one prescription.
So, for argument's sake, say you could get a 6-pack of 2-litre bottles of water. Those cost me £3 or £4. I'd be paying £8 if I got them on prescription. It would be a complete waste of everybody's time. Yeah. Like some things, if you can get them off prescription. Like, I remember someone in the hospital asking if they could get some paracetamol on prescription. And the doctor was like, you don't want that? And they were like, why? Because just
20,
go buy some paracetamol. It costs
like
20p.
Yeah, it's like 20p in the shop.
They'll charge you £8. And he was like, oh. He's like, yeah. Prescription doesn't mean free. Or at least in the UK. It means free if you're on very low income or it actually costs you money. And at the end of the day, even if you're on a really low income, you can afford a fucking thing of paracetamol. Like, we have been on obscenely low. That was something I was talking about.
Oh, God, it's £9.60 now.
Jesus.
I don't
Okay,
know.
that went up a bit. Everyone's wanting COVID stuff, so they're like, let's hike them. No. But, yeah, like...
I don't know, we haven't been out in a long time.
We were incredibly poor at one point, especially when we first started going out. We were poor, like ridiculously so.
Well,
and I don't think a lot of people understood that.
Fucking heavy questions.
What's that?
What advice would you give to an 18-year-old girl who doesn't know what to do with life? I was the exact same position. Yeah, that's exactly what I was like.
What do you like?
What were you like? The way I found out, like you go with what you're passionate about.
Well, the thing is, like, we live in an age where you can monetize your passions way easier than you could before. And I like being a dickhead on the internet, and she likes animation and I guess I like voice acting and stuff. So we've done a couple of things now. Obviously, Spoon Stuff isn't making money yet. It will. But you can do stuff. So find something, figure out what you like. Don't figure out what to do. Figure out what you like, and then do that.
Try not to be really hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Because when I was 18, all I ever thought about is like, I have nothing. I can't. There's nothing I can do. I just had this in my head of like, I'm just gonna go through life, going through soul crushing job after soul crushing job, and basically just work to live. And I didn't want to do that. One, because I'm not good at working for other people.
Or working at all. I mean, she's very lazy. She gets it from me, it's fine. She's so mad at me right now.
But just don't be too hard on yourself, and try and find out what you're passionate about. And if you're not sure what you're passionate about, try new things.
Think of things that you would find interesting and try those.
Your vaguest interest, it could be just a particular type of movie that you like, a genre that you like. Because what I wanted to do when I was a kid was I fucking loved horror movies as a kid. And I wanted to be a person who made props for horror movies. That was one of the things that I wanted to do. I also wanted to be a cartoonist / animator when I was a kid as well. And going back to what you wanted to do as a child and try and make that into a reasonable, realistic goal as being an adult tends to work as well. If you want, I want to be a firefighter, and then, well, go into things that will get you fit. Go into things that will test your strength and things like that, or become a firefighter.
But if they don't know what they're passionate about, you just need to figure out your passions.
You need to figure out what you're passionate about.
And if you want to figure out your passions, I don't know how to help you. You just need to look.
You just have to start small. Like, go with the absolutely basic bones of what you enjoy doing.
Is who an exhibitionist? Or, no, are they an exhibitionist? Where, God. I am 6'6" and look like Shrek. Anything I can do is illegal. Someone was saying that €300 a year is about the max they pay for drugs on prescription there. Yeah, here you can get a special card that costs how much?
Last time it was like £25 a month.
Yeah.
But then it was also, you could pay like £60 for 3 months worth, and like my sister, she gets 6 month ones because she used to have constant medication.
So it's something along the lines that, say it was £100 a month to get this card, and then every prescription you ever get is then effectively free.
Yeah. When
you buy the card, because if you have lots and lots of prescriptions, you get the card if you can afford it. If you're on benefits, then you don't need to pay for that. Or if you're on certain tax credits or all sorts of shit, there's ways of getting your medical care completely paid for. If you can afford it, then you just pay for prescriptions to a limit. But you're going to spend at most about £200 a year, even if you have unlimited numbers of
life tips from the six. Yeah.
I mean, we've lived life, and we've done a lot of stupid shit, and we've had to figure out a lot of this stuff ourselves. So, I mean, if we can help someone else avoid all the fucked up, annoying, irritating shit, like our main one is don't go on job seekers allowance. Start a business and start getting working tax credits, because it's the same amount of money without having to go to the job centre, and you could actually make a business that actually starts earning money and you can get off of benefits. It's so much better. Pretty much anything you could do to earn money, whatever you do, just try that. Start a YouTube. That's what I did, basically. Actually, I reckon Shrek looks better than me. I'd fuck Shrek. As long as you can go, oh, I lad. Certain conditions give free prescriptions like diabetes. Yeah, I don't know if you I'm assuming insulin is...
Yeah, if you have a chronic long-term condition is basically life-threatening, then yeah, you get it for free.
Yeah, life conditions seem to be a thing in this country as well. I tried it. Few people want a fat, old, sweaty dude showing off their feet.
Yeah, they would.
But there are some. Some people love that shit. Don't ask me why. Unless you're eating foods which contain no metals, that sounds like woo. Which one? If you talk about the salt thing, it's like literally not. Because it's literally not.
I
mean, if you want to watch someone actually cry spinal fluid.
I have a low salt diet. I don't have a no salt diet. Salt is necessary you need it for electrolytes.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got one of these bodies with really fucked up chemistry and trying to figure this shit out. Watch the Grass Grow YouTube channel, 1 million subscribers. Oh my god, that's definitely a real thing as well, I'm sure of it. My insulin is free. In the US, it'd be $600 a box. Oh god, don't even get me started on that shit. Fucking hell. American healthcare is one of those things that baffles me as a proud Brit. Well, I'm not proud, but as a person who just, which is why I'm so baffled by the UK and dentistry, and how dentistry is just as important as any other form of healthcare. But yeah, if I get a certain amount of dentistry done, it's going to cost me hundreds of pounds regardless. It's fucking ridiculous. I really, really don't get it.
Should I learn electrical engineering?
No salt diet. Why can't I feel my fingers? Exactly.
Should I learn electrical engineering because I have a scholarship and not because I feel like I might not like the field?
I mean,
it is a balancing thing.
Opportunity. That sounds like an opportunity situation. If you have the opportunity to learn electrical engineering and you think it sounds interesting, try it. If you don't like it, try something else. It is.
You can't try until you don't know until you try. Yeah.
But if you hear something and you think that sounds really fucking boring, then try something else. Like, it's not, They give you codeine for free until you're dependent, at least.
The thing that I had to learn the hard way is happiness is not something that it should be expected. It's something that just happens. And sometimes it stays around and then sometimes it doesn't. And trying to find a purpose in life based on happiness is never going to work. You go based on opportunity, skill, things that you're interested in, things that you're passionate about, tend to lean more towards us, and then happiness comes from that.
A fun thing with that's why we Brits have such lovely teeth. There is the idea that Brits have really bad teeth, but actually, statistically, we're more likely to have healthier teeth than Americans are.
I have all my teeth.
Because
they're all natural, baby.
As much as you have the bright white American glow smile, that's like a very, 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 very small portion of the population. Most people in America are poor as dirt, and most of them can't afford to go to the fucking dentist, because the dentist, as much as it's fucked up expensive here, you can still get an NHS dentist and it doesn't cost you infinite money. So, there's a lot of reasons not to go to the dentist. It's annoying to me that they make, in this country, going to the dentist a thing that you would potentially want to avoid for money. Like, you just shouldn't. I don't know.
Can you calm the fuck down?
But, yeah. Happiness. What a concept. I know. Electrical engineer, at least in the UK, if you're good at it, you'll always have a job. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, even if it's not the most interesting thing, it would be a good thing to have.
Yeah, it sounds like a skill. If you had that skill under your belt and then did something else, that would be, really good.
There's lots of things that you could do that you could say, I'm also an electrical engineer. And
I've done electrical engineering, then I've also done this, and I've also done this. It makes you way more fucking desirable, and also you can just open your own business doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the same thing, but I did a job doing, I was a lead designer doing fucking graphic design, something that I'm not particularly good at. But they really hired me because I had a bunch of experience doing IT stuff, and that's most of what I did. But, whilst managing a team. So, when you have skills that are... If you can get a skill and you can enjoy getting the skill, then do it. The more skills you get, that's probably a good way to put it. Get as many skills as you can get for free, and then put them on your CV and go for a job that might employ them. And that's probably the only way you're going to live.
We have a blacksmith that works as a dentist in my village. Ooh.
That is fucking terrifying. And on that epic note, I think we're going to say goodbye for the evening because it's been 2 hours and I probably need to do stuff. So thanks for coming, everyone, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye! Yeah, I didn't